Alright, this is Oran Park. It's a short track. Laps are about 1 minute 16, 1 minute 17 seconds. Um, Lots of fun turns in this one. It's one of my favorite tracks. It has a lot of elevation changes too, which makes it real fun. Okay, so we start in the straight. So I'll do a turn by turn, and then I'll do a lap with all the, without stopping. All right, so this is a straight. This is actually the best place to overtake. Not a lot of space in this track. So let's go. So you go up to fifth. You want to stay on the right hand side all the time unless you're passing. Start turning in once you get behind the wall, and we're aiming for that curve. You can brake depending on how much traffic you have. The latest you can brake is a bit after the white part of the curb. That's if you're really aggressive. Normally with traffic you brake before the curve starts or somewhere in between if you don't want to take too much risk. You'll downshift all the way to second. As you turn in, you need to be patient in this turn. You have to wait until you hit the apex. It's a late apex, and then turn on the throttle, hit all the right side of the straight. Use all the track, and then we're now gonna aim for those tires on the left. A lot of people brake here on the tires. Actually, the fastest for me is braking just after I leave the tires behind. Really heavy braking, and then lift to turn in the car. Again, with traffic you have to be careful because people tend to brake a bit earlier. Could have opened the turn a little bit more here. That curve is pretty elevated, so you don't want to touch the inside of the turn. Full throttle here. You can see I had a bit more space, so I could have hit the throttle a bit earlier. Braking marker is this first set of green tires on the left. We'll go down to second. This is not a super sharp turn, so it's not super heavy braking. Just a little stab. Turn in the car. Now you don't want to touch the curb either. It's again another pretty high curb. So just aim to the curb, but just without touching it. Okay, so you can see here this turn is again it's shorter than you think it is. So about here, like you're already full throttle. Okay, the bridge is tricky. You want to go so you don't brake, you just lift as you exit the bridge. And the key here is you need to open yourself as much as you can. That's the only way you'll be able to do full throttle, like on all the next straight. You can see here, I'm almost on the line. Actually, I'm on the line. And you can take it even a little bit more to the left. And then as you pass the screen marker, you're lifting and turning right. And now you get on the throttle as soon as you get on the curb. Okay. Next right-hander. Here you just have to trail brake. And you want to do it before you get on the downhill. So right here before the curve, you get on the left, Uh, you see, you can go a bit more on the left, like actually ride the curb and trail brake. Okay, so when you turn in, you have to be careful here. Like part of that, like um, earth right there will give you a 1x. But if you can use the white part of the curve, it gives you a bit of space to take this little S section a bit in a more straight line, which allows you to get speed. This is where you gain speed with most racers. This section can be like really like a half a second difference if you know how to take it. All right, now here again we go over the curb, go straight. And here, seen it, lots of fast people take a different way too. What I do is I try to hit the curb on the right and trail brake and manage the throttle. Um, it's quite like a long turn, and if you carry too much speed, you'll get a 1x. So once about here, start trail braking and start turning the car to hit the white curb on the left here. And once you're here, you can start like accelerating. Like now, if you're late or you're not hitting the inside, the white side of the curb, you won't be able to like use the throttle as early, or you'll have to like lift a bit to not leave the track. So key here, again, trail brake and take the inside, find the right spot to hit the throttle. This section, it looks like a right turn, but it's like an S, and you just want to take it straight. It's a bit blind. So just aim for these trees and just go straight. Here's a little X on the floor. So this is an important turn. We have the straight coming after. So I try to brake just before the X finishes. And then you don't want to turn in too early. You want to go down to second and then turn in. And the car will turn aggressively, and now you'll have a lot of room to use the throttle early and not have to lift or manage the throttle. Alright, and that's a 1:59, which is a pretty decent time. And as you saw, like probably had a couple of tenths in some of the places in the track where we didn't make full usage of it. Okay, now I'll do the whole thing without any stops or comments.